do you see yourself more as a fingerboarder who makes content, or are you more of a content creator who happens to use fingerboarding as the medium to release content?
Um,
Bigspin podcast, Fingerboard podcast. I am Chris. You are you. Hello, internet. Today, I am here with someone relatively new to the fingerboard content creator scene. I am here with not Jordan. I'm here with Wayne, Mint FB from Utah. How's it going, buddy?
it is going. First time the government name has been used. So,
Oh, is that right?
yeah, first time ever. No one knows.
Dude,
so there you
we
go.
might have to ID check you just to make sure you're not playing with us.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, man. My sources were like, "Oh, you're interviewing Mint?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, Jordan's such a cool guy." So I'm like, "Cool, no, Jordan." And then it's like, good thing I asked.
I should have let it roll, man. I should have just let it roll. I could have been a Jordan.
I know, man. You look like a Jordan.
Yeah,
You
I
look-
definitely
you got-
don't look like a Wayne. I get that a lot, actually.
That's why when you
So-
said it, I thought you were fucking with me, to be honest with you. But you know what gave it? You know what gave it away? We know what says Wayne is the cuffs on the shirt.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's
I always do it. I don't know why, but I
Hey,
always do the
man.
cuffs.
That's a nice shirt.
Oh yeah. Shout out G Sheets and Dope Game. Such a cool
Heck yeah, dude.
shirt.
Jet Li and Ish. Hell yeah.
Hell
Dude.
yeah.
Let's do this. So typically we dive in with like, tell me about like your childhood, and I want to get there because obviously I want people to get to know you. I want people to kind of connect with you on like a deeper level, not just like skateboarding, fingerboarding, but just to kind of open it up and give people an idea of who they're about to listen to for the next like hour. If someone doesn't know you, know your content, hasn't met you, or hasn't been interacting with you at all online, how would you describe yourself in the fingerboard community?
In the fingerboard community. So like just to clarify, like with the channel itself or the content itself, like what kind of vibe it has, or
Yeah, I mean, give me what you got. If this was like an interview and I'm like, yo, tell me about yourself.
Mint FB, the channel is basically like all the content as if a mediocre fingerboarder did a lot of unboxings, a lot of yapping about
Yeah.
fingerboard products and stuff going on in the scene and stuff. And just kind of I've been going for that like nostalgic feel as well, like with the 720p camera.
I was about
If
to
it ain't
say,
grainy,
bro.
I don't want it. So
There you go, man. Looks like you're recording on like a Razor flip phone. I love it.
I wish, dude. Those were awesome, man. I
Those
had
are
the
awesome.
LG Scoop with the little slide with the
Did
full
you really?
keyboard. I was living life
Aw,
back in the
dude.
day.
I'm about to age myself. I was like prime, like when I first got like cell phones, like, I mean, cause I had like the little like Motorola's and stuff like that. But like my first like real, like, I'm going to whip it out, pause, is the T-Mobile Sidekick, bro.
Dude, those were sick. Was that like the swivel thing?
Yeah.
Like-
wait. Without aging yourself on the pod, are we like same age kind of?
I think we're very, very similar.
Same.
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, was
Because-
the world supposed to end when you graduated? 2012. I graduated
Oh.
in high school.
Bro, now you're making me feel like fucking I'm from the Stone Age, bro.
Dang. Okay,
No,
I thought we were
man.
similar.
Nah, I'm not even gonna say it on the pod. I'm Unk status. If that's where you're at, I'm Unk status.
Hey, unks have wisdom. Just
That-
rock it.
Wow. I'm just gonna end the pod on that. You know what I mean? We're just gonna end the pod on that, just glazing me. Yeah, this has been the Mint FB pod. Unk,
Yeah, that's
Unk
all I'm
knows.
remembered for is just glazing.
Whoa.
Hey,
Oh,
no
hey,
pause, no
man.
pause.
Hey, no pause. All right, let's do this. Obviously, I'm a fan of the content.
Thank you.
And on the Bigspin, I don't necessarily just want to have people that have been doing this forever. I think you're like in a unique situation to where a lot of people want to get into making content and a lot of people don't know where to start. You know what I mean? And I think you're in like the perfect position to where you're so early on and you're killing it, by the way. 1,000
Thank you.
followers. Congrats.
I appreciate that.
And yeah, no, I just think that you're in a perfect position. So let's start here. This kind of feels like it's jumping around a little bit, but if someone is watching and they want to get started making fingerboard content, bare bones, what is step one? What is the first couple steps? What does Mint say?
Step one, what do you enjoy the most? I mean, I love unboxing new fingerboard shit And so I was like, you know what? I'm already doing this. Might as well throw on a camera. Super low pressure. And I've always enjoyed like the older fashioned content where it was like long form, very little editing, like very raw and real. Like you just get to experience like a live moment of somebody. So I was like, I really enjoy unboxings. That's super stress free. I love fingerboarding. I want to share it. And so I start with what you love first. If you love throwing clips, compile some clips, do some edits, or if you love yapping. I mean, there's so much stuff in fingerboarding, but if you're not like enjoying what you're doing, what's the point? And people will, like, viewers aren't stupid. They're going to notice you kind of not enjoying yourself, you know? So
100%.
just go with something that feels right, for sure.
100%. I love that you said that, because I always tell my wife, like, we're in a time on the internet where people can pick up and they can clock it super quick when you're not being authentic. You know what I mean? Like when you're not 100%. Being yourself, people latch onto that immediately. Like it's in the way you talk and the way you edit. Like it just makes it through the video. So you're totally right. Just have fun with it. Got to do it.
Yeah.
And by the way,
as with anything in fingerboarding too, I'm a big believer in that. This is a fun ass hobby. So might as well keep the content fun too.
100%. And you know what? Speaking of content, not to jump too far ahead, but when I found your page a couple months ago, I was blown away by the amount of content you put out, because you've only been posting for about a year.
Yeah, just a little over a year now.
You have 114 videos, and a lot of them are like straight yap content.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Too much yapping, probably most likely. Damn. But yeah,
too much yapping is crazy. But 1,000 followers is huge, though.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't believe it, honestly. Like I really did start posting content. And that's another thing, is I think you need to just detach yourself from how the content is received. I feel like I just legitimately love fingerboarding, especially when I was first getting into it. And I was like, I do not care. I'm just enjoying this. And I really didn't get any views for like the first like 4 to 6 months. Like a really banging video was like maybe 100 views. Yeah. And I just loved it. I was like, this is like a fingerboard journal. Like if I'm enjoying it, I might as well. So
100%. Were you working on content before fingerboarding?
Definitely. I've been like obsessed with YouTube since I can remember, like literally the early days of YouTube. And I started making videos. I have a gaming channel, a very hush gaming channel, mainly because it's dead at this point. I basically completely hopped over to fingerboarding, because I just enjoy fingerboarding way more. But that kind of practiced me up for like the content. Like you said, a lot of videos getting pushed out. But the other channel obviously had way more editing and way more effort. But I posted like a video a week for like almost 2 years on that channel. So it really practiced me up for this. But this was so refreshing because it's just that real raw content, minimal editing. And I just got to really enjoy the process, you know?
No, 100%. So. I think that when I was talking with Jake, like when I was at his house a couple weeks ago, and usually sometimes when we sesh, we'll just put on like random videos, and we'd put one of your Mint Mumbles on, and it went over to like one of your unboxings, and that's when I found the Collier one.
Oh, no way. Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect timing. And even Jake was like, yo, like this is really like reminiscent of like early, or at least like a couple years ago, fingerboard content. You know what I mean? Where it was just
that makes
camera
my day,
on a tripod, and it was like just straight up one shot, no cuts. You know what I mean?
Day made, dude. That's awesome. That's exactly what I aim for. Like I edit more now, but I still want to keep it pretty much uncut. So
no, yeah, I feel it, man. I mean, the 720, the 720p is working for you.
Shout out built-in MacBook cameras is all I've got to say.
The grain is not just aesthetic; it's a lifestyle. It's
the grain is for Wayne. Let's keep it that way,
dude. That's like Wayne.fb, grain FB.
Yeah, I got to change my username to my own name, you know.
There you go, man.
Kind of jack
that's
your
why
style.
I did it.
Yeah.
That's why I did. You know what it was? It was when I first started, there were so many people. I'm just going off on a tangent. There were so many people that had like, I don't know. I don't want to say anyone's actual name and just be weird, but like, I don't know, sketchy fingers, which that's probably someone's name. Goddamn. But like, or weird fingers, or like, you know what I mean? Or like, I don't know, like use 3fingers.fb or something like that.
Yeah,
I didn't want to like be in a situation where I was at an event and be like, hey man, like, what's your name? And I'm just like, oh yeah, like I'm like fisted FB. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, and it's just like
Wild.
yeah, man. I just go with like FB.Christopher. But okay, so let's leave fisted FB right there. We'll just pin that. And now let's kind of back up a little bit. Yeah, we'll circle back. Now let's talk a little bit about Baby Mint. Give me the backstory a little bit. Where you're from, what was it like growing up there?
I was actually born in Utah, but then my parents moved when I was super young to New Mexico. And so I grew up my entire life up until like I was 23 in New Mexico, roughly. So I moved around a lot as a kid too. Like my dad works within the hospital field. And so he was just to progress his career, he was just kind of taking jobs in like very remote areas. Yeah. And so because of that, we were moving like every 2 years. And I moved like 9 or 10 times before I was 18. So wow, it kind of like forced me to adapt a lot and like be social. Like I had no choice or else I was going to be completely alone. I couldn't really, I'm kind of jealous of people who get to like grow up in the same hometown.
Yeah.
You know?
The same friends.
Yeah. Yeah. So New Mexico was everything. I ended up being for a couple of years throughout all of high school. I got to stay in a place called Clovis. And so Clovis is a pretty, it basically it's just an Air Force base with a town of like a city attached.
Yeah.
And I went to a high school called Texaco, not the gas station, but Texaco, yeah, was like 15 minutes away. And it was a super small school. Like I had a graduating class of like 45 or something. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So it's very weird, like very small town living. I've always been more of a city side kind of guy, but right. I mean, that's just the upbringing right there. Nothing super special. Love New Mexico though. Like I really want to retire there when I'm old. Like I love New Mexico. Man,
talk about planning ahead. You know, Weasel Rat is out of New Mexico.
Yeah. I met him at a skate station event actually. And he's super nice. I love supporting like all those New Mexico companies like Clairvoyant and Weasel Rat. And of course G Sheets.
Hell yeah. I was about to say, is that, because I know you're buddies with Ish. Is that by at all where the connection with Ish comes from at all?
Dude, it's wild. Like I've told it once on my channel, but if you don't mind, I'll tell it here. It's like legitimately one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me. So I went to ENMU for my first year of college, and Ish was in the same dorm as I was, just like down the hall or whatever. And so we had a very similar group of friends on that floor. We had like a pretty tight knit group, like maybe like 6 to 8 of us. And Ish was like so nice, super genuine. I got along with him super well. And then I left on my LDS church mission for 2 years, and they make you like cut contact with everyone except for through email once a week. At least when I was on a mission. It's pretty hardcore.
Sounds like prison.
Yeah, it felt like it sometimes. I won't even lie. But I kind of lost contact with everyone during that time, and including Ish. And then fast forward like a decade, I see TC Jean post a video about this G Sheets product, like a fingerboard grip tape. And I was like, that looks sick. Like I like the printing on the back. That's really sick. I want to support this. So I go and order it. And then like a day or two later, I get a text on my phone, and Ish's name is still in my phone. And he's like, dude, is this Wayne? And I was like, wait, who's this again? Like just to double check. And he's like, dude, it's Ish from college. And I was like, there is no way you recognized. I have a super weird last name. I won't drop that one. Sorry, y'all. But I have a super weird last name, and he recognized it, hit me up, and we've been reconnected ever since. He's like one of the most genuine people, like a very genuine dude outside of fingerboarding, like very special guy. So
love Ish. That was one of my favorite pods. That was actually one of like their early like over the internet pods. And so as you can imagine, I was totally like stressed out, like is this gonna work? Is it? And honestly, he was just like a sweetheart.
Yeah, he really is. He really is.
That's awesome. When does skateboarding tie in for you? Is that all a thing? Like, is that, I mean, because I know you moved around a lot. I know you're in New Mexico, so it's hard to kind of get friends, get hobbies. But for a lot of us, skateboarding is that kind of gateway into fingerboarding eventually. Is that kind of where you're at with it? So what's going on with the fingerboarding or the skateboarding side of things?
I encountered the YouTube fingerboarding, I think before I got into skateboarding, believe it or not, but it was
Whoa.
purely videos. I basically never fingerboarded until this past year. But
Okay.
skateboarding, probably late middle school, probably like 7th or 8th grade. I had a buddy named Chandler. Shout out Chandler, wherever you are.
Shout
But
out
he was
Chandler.
super into skateboarding. He had all the Tony Hawk games and stuff. And so we'd always play Tony Hawk games and then go in his backyard and skate. And I got my own board and stuff. And I just had I lived out in the country at this time in Clovis. That's when I was skating the most, because
Yeah.
I would just skate on this like cement square basically, and
Damn.
only flat. I never had ramps or anything. I was super mid though. Like it took me forever to learn anything, but eventually I was able to like ollie, kick flip. I have landed heel flips, but you're going to be waiting for like an hour for me to hit
wow.
one.
Okay.
But that's about as far as I got it, honestly. Like I was never very good, but I just loved skate culture. Watched a lot of skate edits like on YouTube back in the day.
Yeah.
Loved all the video games, like all the arcadey video games and stuff.
Damn, that's a throwback.
Skate and Destroy. Get to know it. That's a good one.
That's a throwback. Now you're really aging yourself on the pod.
Yeah, I never grew up with video games though. Like I'm catching up, honestly.
Dude,
like,
man.
Yeah.
But see, now they're expensive, bro. You ever try to just buy like an old version of Skate 3?
Dude,
or just skating and everyone's just like, nah.
It's wild. Retro video games don't get into it right now. Luckily, I got into it like way back in the day, so I'm sitting on like a nice collection. But
there you go. Wait a minute, you were gaming on your old YouTube channel. Any skate games?
No. Like, I can't tell you what type of gaming, or it would give it away so easily.
And see, in my research, I came across the damn page, so we're not dropping that, right?
Yeah, not dropping it. I mean, if they come upon it, so be it. But it's dead. No more content coming, really. So
there you go. Well, just to be honest with you, if someone cash apps me for the information, I may.
Hey, get your money. Get your money,
man. Get your paper, boo boo. I like
true.
That. Playing Tony Hawk, who's your go-to? Wait, let me guess. Let me try and guess.
Ooh.
You give me like Rodney Mullen vibes.
What the fuck, dude? Yes. How did you know that? What the fuck?
I actually hit your friend up from Clovis from
no
back in the day. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine?
Okay,
I just reached out to like your childhood best friend.
I was like, it feels like that one guy that interviews musicians. I forget his name, but
you're Mint FB. We have to know.
We have to know. Yeah,
we have to know. There you go. But was it genuinely Rodney Mullen?
Yeah, it genuinely was. Yeah,
hey, man.
I mean, his edits are like some of the earliest, like really core memory edits that I watched. Like the classic one with him on the little circular in the sand or whatever, doing all of his freestyle tricks and stuff.
I want to say that was in Santa Monica.
I think so.
The beach,
and then obviously like the picnic table edit as well, like those clips. Good Lord. Yeah. I just really opened my mind to what like the ceiling that skateboarding has, you know? So
hell yeah.
Really always had to be him.
Hell yeah. What was that first skateboard you were talking about? Do you remember the brand or anything like that? Do you have any favorite brands?
Flip. Ooh. I actually bought it used off of somebody who like it was just the complete. I think I had some reds, bearings. I don't remember what wheels. Independent trucks though.
Hey man.
Yeah, that was my first board. And I ran that into the ground. Razor tail. I think I eventually broke the tail on it or the nose. I don't remember.
I was just about to ask if it had razor tail. Because that was like, I feel like everyone's first board, at least that I knew. I had like a birdhouse that I got for my birthday, and it was like when I eventually got a new one, which I believe my second board was a World Industries, if I'm not mistaken. But my first one, it was an Andrew Reynolds birdhouse, bro. Nice. That tail was square, bro, and it was chipped everywhere.
Has a blood circle for sure. You don't want to cut yourself and bleed out on that thing. That's
bro.
Nuts.
You can easily just guillotine your toes on that thing. It was crazy. Just guillotine the toes is crazy.
Wild.
Yeah, hell yeah. Does skating kind of at some point, because obviously I know that you're familiar now with fingerboarding on YouTube prior to skateboarding, but at what point do they kind of mesh? Because obviously I know you started fingerboarding later in life.
Yeah.
But when you first started discovering it, like, my point is like, did skating kind of go away and you kind of rediscovered fingerboarding, or how did they kind of intertwine in your world?
That's a good question. Skating, I was primarily super into it. I never fingerboarded while I was skating. And then I stopped skating because I've always been really into basketball, and my coaches would get really mad at me um, for skating and stuff. So it kind of like fell away the later in high school I got, because I had to
Okay.
focus on sports and stuff, because basketball was a big deal. That's part of the reason I was at ENMU as well. And so
Really?
I was just a practice dummy though.
Oh,
And
goddamn.
it was brutal. I'm too small. I'm just 6 foot. But so
Wait. You're 6 foot and you said you're too small?
for basketball, dude, like you're going against people that are like 6'8" on average. It's wild, dude.
Bro, I feel like an ass when I have to lie and tell people I'm 5'7". You know what I mean? Like I'm just out here like pushing 5'6" and a half, and you're just like I'm small.
Dude, quality over quantity, my dog. That's what it is.
Hey man, I got a lot of cushion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey,
Like I always tell
respect it.
people, like look at potential.
You
know what I mean?
Limitless. Yes. Limitless.
God damn. What'd you say earlier about me? I want to live in that moment again. I said wisdom, or said knowledge.
Oh yeah. Unks have wisdom, so just rock it, dude.
I gotta put that in a bumper sticker, bro. God damn, we gotta put that in a bumper sticker. Okay.
100%.
When you're discovering fingerboarding
Oh yeah.
on YouTube, who are you discovering? Who are like those early brands? And I just kind of want to give people a time frame. Like, who are you discovering? Who are those brands? What are your thoughts?
Of course, Mike, with Flat Face and all of this stuff. Like he's like been there for what is it, 14 years on YouTube? More than that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, dude.
Definitely Mike. Sid 2774. I forget his username. I
always
used
forget
to
the numbers.
Yeah. I forget.
I just call him Beautiful Sid.
There we go. Beautiful Sid. I watched a lot of his like Facebook videos, weird enough, back in the day as well. Like he would post videos to Facebook too, but I would watch a lot of his earlier stuff too. Those are CD player, of course. A lot of wow. Yeah. I love. He's like definitely one of my favorites. Like when it comes to nostalgic fingerboard videos, it's probably him.
Oh, 100%. Chris has one of those channels that you can go to, and it doesn't matter how many times you've watched a video, you can watch it over and over and over. Like the history of fingerboard trucks. It's just like, dude. And if you when you meet him in person, you realize like, holy shit, like he's this genuinely awesome in person.
Yeah, he is so nice. And he was like one of the most early supporters on my channel, I would say. Like he commented on one of my videos when I was like, no one saw anything. And I was like, dang, like that's when I really knew. I was like, this guy's like tapped in and he's nice enough to take the time to do that. And shout out you too. You were pretty early, by the way. So I appreciate that.
You got to be tapped in. You know what I mean? You got to be tapped in. Realistically, I'm not going to be making content forever. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. I feel like I say it all the time. Like I'm going to make content till I don't want to make it no more. And hey, man, if I can slightly in some ways put on for the little guys, you know, and I say that respectfully, obviously, because now you got 1,000 followers. I feel like in a week, you're going to have more subscribers than me.
No, never. It's never going to happen. Nah.
It'll happen. It's coming your way.
I appreciate that. I got the Unk wisdom blessing right there. So we're good.
Hey, man, there you go. Let's do this, because obviously I want to now get to where you're fingerboarding, and obviously there's probably tons of life stuff that have happened since then, but keeping on brand with the pod.
Yeah.
You discover your skateboarding and you discover fingerboarding on YouTube. Years later, where are we in life when you're like, I need a fingerboard?
Like a year and like 2 months ago, probably around there. It like super fresh. I was at this pizza joint in Salt Lake City, Utah, and my cousin's husband, like me and him are super tight. And we're sitting there waiting for our pizza, and he busts out a tech deck, like just a straight plastic like tech deck. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, I have not watched a fingerboarding YouTube video in ages. I was like, I used to like, I learned to ollie. That's as far as I got basically when I messed around with it in the past. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, sick. So we just start like ollieing the silverware or whatever at the table. And I was like, dang, like I forgot how much I loved this shit. So I was like, I wonder if like it's still alive and well on YouTube. Yeah. And I go check it out and I'm like, whoa, like this is like, I mean, I could only name like 3 people from my memory back in the day. And now there's just like countless channels. And so I just went down huge rabbit hole at that point of just watching fingerboarding videos. And I was like, dang, like everyone's like upped their production quality too. Like this shit like
100%.
feels like watching skate edits. Like
Yeah.
this is getting me pumped because I'm older now too. I still think I'm Unk status too, but without the wisdom. But I was like,
Wisdom will
man,
come.
eventually. I've heard it from the man himself,
Hey, man.
and I feel like I don't want to injure myself anymore. I was still kind of a wussy back in the day too. Like I was kind of chicken. That's kind of what held me back. Broken my wrist twice, and I just don't want to go through that again.
100%.
And so I was like, fingerboarding will give me the taste of skating, and I get the nostalgia hit of the YouTube. And so, I mean, that's how it all began. Was I think the first board I ever bought was a Slush Colt Grom. So shout out Slush Colt.
Hey, man,
and it's a good mold. I liked it. I think it's a very safe bet.
Very safe choice. I say it all the time, man. Get a Grom.
Yep.
If you're just starting out, get a Grom. There you go. Clay's gonna be happy with that little plug there.
Yeah,
there you go. Just clip that.
He can pay me later. That's
right. We'll invoice him later on the back end.
There we go. I appreciate it.
There you go. Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had no idea. I knew you were just starting fingerboarding, but a year and a half, dog. Like, that's kind of crazy because it's like, not only do you have almost what did we say, like 100 videos, a little over 100 videos posted on YouTube.
I didn't even know that, to be honest.
That's
I don't pay attention to analytics.
I think it's like 114.
That's wild.
Check my.
Now I'm gonna question my life over here. I'm like, damn.
No, dude, 114 videos is impressive.
That's nuts.
Because I'm telling you, you don't. I mean, you know this. Like when it comes to posting shorts, not crazy on posting shorts, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But long form, that's impressive, dude. Yeah, 142 videos. So I was off, but 142 videos.
I give the no editing credit for that, honestly. Like if I was like editing it as well as like you and Jake and people, like I always like look up to that kind of editing, like or Hunk, shout out Hunk. Like I feel like that's like the golden standard when it comes to editing. Yeah. I know my lane. Like I can edit a little bit, but I was like, I'll just stick to this. So.
No, honestly, Hunk, his short form stuff, unmatched.
Oh yeah,
unmatched. I think I want to say he's edited a video that had something to do with me. I don't think it was about me, but he like included me or Jake or something like that. And I remember watching it the first couple times, thinking like, "Holy shit, that's another one who we got to get on the pod," because he's. I feel like, and I think you talked about it in your pod last night, but he's kind of relatively new. Mm-hmm. And bro, every time he posts an edit, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, I can't do that yet. Like, and you know what I mean? Like, I've been around, for at least a couple years.
He's dialed, dude. Like, another very genuine guy outside of like fingerboarding, like a very genuine, nice guy. I really seek people out that like that. So.
Oh yeah, dude. I knew he was solid when I just saw the mouse pad in every clip. You know what I mean? Always. And I'm
silent
just like,
but deadly.
Hey, man, there you go. Silent but deadly FB. Got to put that on a shirt.
There we go.
Come on now. Let's do this. So obviously you're discovering fingerboarding, and I feel if you've been posting videos for a year, correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yes, sir.
And you've been fingerboarding for about a year and a half. That means like you kind of knew right off the bat, like I'm making content.
For sure. I just enjoy creating content about stuff that I'm like actually passionate about. Like stuff doesn't really stick with me very, very well. Like I love basketball. I love video games. I love going to the gym. That's literally it. Like, and so when fingerboarding was sticking for a bit, I was like, man, I've got to make content and like share this. And it was really inspiring to see everyone's channels and stuff. I've tried to shout them out and mint mumbles before with people that I like to watch, because that really gets me stoked to make content. So
hell yeah. About a year and a half ago, I did a influencer pod where the idea was like, we'd have Jake on there, which even though he was, I think, the youngest on the pod, he's technically the unk because he's been fingerboarding since he was in kindergarten, apparently.
An OG,
if you ever watched it,
sure.
If you watch his pod, he claims he's been fingerboarding since kindergarten. That's factual, okay? Which I still call cap on Jake. Stop the cap. But well, on the pod, I asked Manny, Amethyst, and Jake this question, and I'm curious to see what your answer is going to be, especially now that you're so early on. But do you see yourself more as a fingerboarder who makes content, or are you more of a content creator who happens to use fingerboarding as the medium to release content?
I'd say it's like a perfect mixture because like I wouldn't consider my like I always say in my videos I'm like I'm very mediocre. Like this stuff does not come easy to me. So
Yeah.
like I love fingerboarding and I'm very passionate about it and I'm here to stay. But I know that like I can offer more content wise than like pumping out clips or like edits or anything of that
Right.
nature. Like I want to like provide like a different resource to people, like whether it be like showing them products that they didn't know about or putting spotlights. Like I that's one thing I really respect about you is like putting spotlights on smaller creators or getting names out there that you think have a lot of potential and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I'd like to say it's like a perfect mixture. Like I enjoy fingerboarding way more than making content about it, but I'm pretty mediocre, so I kind of try to keep a mix.
Okay. I feel that.
Yeah.
Um, let's do this. We'll jump around here a little bit. So, a couple questions from the internet. Someone wants to know how planned out is your content? Like, do you plan your video ideas in advance? Do you batch record your content? I think they mean like, do you record multiple videos at once, or do you feel like you're someone who records videos like on the fly daily?
Um, I wing it, dude. Like I'd say the most I've ever planned is like maybe a mint mumbles like 10 minutes before determining the subject. I'm a big fan of like letting like content and yapping flow, you know, just kind of go with the
Right.
like we were talking about earlier, like people can recognize if it's real and raw or like
Right.
natural. So I try to keep it as much like that as possible. If I just get a cool idea, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna film it, and within 15 minutes, I'm doing it. So no, not much planning on that end. I do try to keep it organized with like sharing the videos and stuff on socials and stuff though. So
Okay. I feel that. Um, what would you say is something that a lot of people don't? Well, let me rephrase the question. So, a lot of people kind of approach fingerboarding or just content in general, like they kind of look at it like it's easy, right? Like it
mhm.
almost feels like some people have the mindset like this can't be that hard. Like putting a video together can't be that hard. But what is the most complicated part of the process for you that you don't think that people like your average person would realize how much work goes into it?
I think it's like the back end, like whether it be editing, especially if you do heavier editing. Editing is like a beast, dude. It takes a lot
Yeah.
of time and effort. People don't realize how small of an edit can take such a large amount of time, you know, just for that extra detail that most people might miss unless you're a fellow editor yourself, stuff like that. So I'd say the editing, or I would say like the back end with like knowing the algorithm of YouTube as well and knowing how to play the game and play the long game. I feel
Right.
like YouTube specifically, it really takes time for it to kind of clock your type of content and like
Right.
learning tags and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like as important as people kind of paint it out to be, but it helps. So I think
Oh,
it's
for sure.
like analyzing that and then not getting mixed up in the numbers. That's very hard too, in my opinion, or that people don't understand how hard it is to not be concerned with that. I feel like a lot of people get
Yeah.
really discouraged according to numbers, and I
Oh, 100%.
legitimately don't look at them. I think
No,
I
no.
only pay attention to the sub
Yeah, no,
occasionally, but
it's tough to I feel like no matter how mentally strong you are, how like positive you are, like eventually there's at least one moment for everyone where you start comparing yourself
oh, for
to
sure.
others and you're like, I posted a video like that, and then it's just like it's not hitting. I have 200 views. This person has 10,000 views. And it's tough.
Yeah,
Um,
I get like imposter syndrome. I get almost the opposite of that. Is like I'm like, dang, like, do I really have anything to offer? Like, because I'm a mediocre fingerboarder, so like I'm just throwing it out there so that other people can relate. But like
yeah.
most of the time, like I am very like, dang, is what I'm doing. That's my biggest struggle. I think is I'm like
Right.
I'm not that insane at fingerboarding. I don't think I'm bad, but
Right.
what do I have to offer that other people don't? You know, so.
No, 100%. Well, here's a question we got online, and it's a little bit more of a tougher question, right? But someone wants to know. I'm forgetting how they worded it, but in few words, you're so new to fingerboarding. Why why, like if someone looked at your channel and says, oh, this person only fingerboarding a year, why should someone take your advice in regards to buying products, listening to your opinions on your podcast, being that you're so new? If someone asked you that directly, what would your response be?
I think it helps, at least from a viewer perspective. I relate with people who are at a similar progress to me. And if something is like clicking for them and I already relate with their progress or along that timeline, we all have those different timelines. I think it really does help to stay motivated. Like, wow, they just got this new learn and they're pretty similar to me. I can definitely get that then. Like it helps. It feels like more
Yeah.
attainable than like a finish line way in the distance. And
Yeah.
I do feel like I try to focus on like the quality of products more so than the functionality most of the time. I'm very confident now, but earlier on, I would just like inspect the boards and like talk about the quality because I didn't want to anger anybody because I was very self aware. I had the imposter syndrome. I was like,
Right.
I may not know what I'm talking about if I
Hell yeah.
talk about that. So
Yeah, no, I think you make a good point, and I'm kind of glad you went that route with it because, um, it's funny because I was working on a video today, and it was kind of touching on like creator stuff,
yeah,
and it was one of those things where I think, and I even mentioned this in my Joy Colt video when I did the video on the trucks, especially with Joy Colts. There's so many videos, right, like of the Joy Colt trucks when they came out, and everyone's talking about the weight, and everyone's talking about the wheelbase, and everyone's talking about like the this and the that and the turning radius, and for me, like I understand some of those terms, but it's like when I'm using a fingerboard, like when it's under my fingers, it's all about feeling. Like I know that sounds dumb, but like if someone has me a board and they're like, yeah, this wheelbase is this and this is this, like I just need to feel it, and that's what I kind of mentioned in my video. And I think that's what you're trying to say, where it's like
yeah.
there's people that may just have started fingerboarding 2 months ago, 3 months ago. And if you hit them with a video and you're like, yeah, the wheelbase is this and the weight is this and the this isn't that, it's like fucking you're speaking a different language, and
It's
sometimes people just
it's
want to
true.
know, are they good? You know what I mean? Like yes or no. Do you like them?
It's true. I feel like that's like kind of the beauty of fingerboarding and everyone's fingerboarding journey. And that's why I'm so glad I started it so early because I get to
Right.
see myself. Like I don't watch my videos regularly or whatever, but it's fun to like go back. I wonder if you do this similarly? Like do you watch like an old video just to remind yourself of that time frame or like
100%.
remind yourself where you were at? And I feel like that's kind of fun, like learning about the wheelbases naturally or like getting comfortable with something and then switching to something else and then learning the importance of it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I think it's like a natural progression for everybody to kind of learn those things one step at a time instead of all at once.
Hell yeah. Another little question from the internet here. Someone says, obviously you're more into long form fingerboard content. Any chance we're going to start seeing more short form content in regards to unboxings? And will you ever consider vlogging?
I definitely want to. I definitely want to do more short form. That was kind of one of my New Year's resolutions. To do at least clip up my longer form videos. I have like dabbled in short form with kind of a voiceover, kind of like biting your style a little bit, like kind of talking in the microphone and like doing everything and narrating
Yeah.
everything that I'm doing with like a skate station board back in the day. And
Yeah.
so it really performed well. It's just like I have to be in the mood for shorts. As weird as that sounds,
100,
I know people are vice
100%.
versa because you really have to like it's a talent. Short form is like you really need to every second counts, especially the
Yeah.
first 3 seconds. So
100%.
I have to be in the mood for it. And so that is my personal goal. But as with anything on my channel, like I'm only going to do it if I actually want to do it. Like I'm never going to force something unless I'm feeling it. So
Hell yeah. No, I feel that. In your opinion, I mean, being that you're so early on in the fingerboard community, and this kind of again speaks to a little bit of a stigma that I think a lot of content creators, not so much in fingerboarding, but also in fingerboarding, but like the stigma where it's like, just put down your board, just enjoy, or not put down your board, just put down the camera, just enjoy fingerboarding. To people that kind of look at content creating as a negative, would you essentially agree with that, or what's your opinion on the importance of content creating around a small niche like fingerboarding?
I definitely I agree with them to a point actually. I think everything needs to have moderation involved. Like if you just do all content without just enjoying something off camera, I think it's very healthy to do so. I'm actually like really grateful that I didn't grow up with the internet. Like I grew up with the internet, but it was like It used to be just strictly a tool. And so I didn't feel like reliant on it or like synonymous with it. And so I don't know. I still unbox things off camera. I don't film everything. Like sometimes I'm just like, you know what? This board's super special to me. It sounds kind of lame, but like I'm like, this board's super special to me. I just want to unbox it and set it up and watch a YouTube video, like just enjoy myself. And so I still do that. And I think everything in moderation. If you just go way too far into it, you can get lost in the sauce, man. You really can. So
hell yeah. Someone wants to know, and I think we've kind of covered this a little bit, but a real direct question here is, why do you personally make content?
Because I love consuming it. Like I love, like if I really am passionate about something, which fingerboarding is like I said, it's basketball, video games, and fingerboarding for me. Like I really love these things, and they mean a lot to me. And so I seek out content like that when I'm just spending some time alone or whatever. And I want to create that for someone else as well. Like I'm doing it for me mostly because I really do enjoy the video creation process, and it feels like a video journal in a weird way. But also I want to it's very rewarding when people like DM me and say, I love your stuff. Like it really helped me out, or they ask me questions or follow-up questions. Like it motivates you further. Like I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't motivated by that interaction as well. Like the social 100%. Interaction of content really sends it to a whole nother level for me, for sure.
Hell yeah. Granted, you've been doing content a long time, so not just fingerboard content, but in all of that time of making content, have you ever experienced like creator burnout?
Definitely. I think it happened with my previous channel, to be frank. Like I took it a little bit more like I only post what I want when I want on this channel. But on that one, I had like that regimented schedule of one video a week. And I kept that up because I saw that growth, and I was looking at the numbers a little bit more with the gaming aspect and stuff. And it was exciting, but I was like, I'm just not as into this type of content anymore. And so I was doing it for a while, and I was like, why am I doing this? Like it doesn't make sense. And I felt like pressure to deliver for my audience or the subs that had already stuck with me for those 2 years or whatever. And so I think that's what kind of kept me in it way longer than I should have, was like feeling like I owed them the content for sticking around, and they kept on wanting more. But eventually once I found this passion, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to treat it the exact opposite. I'm going to do what I want when I want. I'm going to just do what I feel and not concern myself with numbers whatsoever. And it's been amazing, dude. Like, and the social aspect, the community mixed in with that. Like, I don't think we'd all be as into fingerboarding as we are if it wasn't for the community and getting to know each other and stuff. So
there you go. I like that. There you go. Good fucking answer.
Thank you.
Let's do this. I think it's kind of fun to on some of the pod one, or on some of the grip videos, we've done like a Mount Rushmore, or like a bit. Let's do this, like a big three in your mind, a big three for content creation around fingerboarding. Can't like say yourself.
Okay. That's hard.
And if you were going to consider me, don't put me in there, because that'd be fucking weird. So don't put me in there.
Now I'm going to do it regardless. No, just kidding.
I know. Now you're all three.
Dang, dude. CD player. I like you said, 100%. I think he has evergreen content. Like it's like historical shit.
Never gets
like,
old.
It would be in like the halls of fingerboarding. Like if it was like a aliens discovered fingerboarding, that would be one of the pieces.
It would be on YouTube in a Chris Daniels video.
Yeah. And then I gotta say it, Mike Schneider. I mean, that was like an integral part of me enjoying fingerboard content.
Yeah. Who's three? So we got Chris Daniels, got Mike Schneider. Who you gave that third one to? That's kind of a tough one.
I know, man. I don't know, dude. I gotta give it to Jake, dude.
Ooh.
I like
that.
I've always been like, I've watched you and Jake's stuff like side by side.
Yeah.
And like I really enjoy like how much effort he puts into the quality of it, like the angles, the lighting, and then he mixes in like the personal interactions, but then you get like a really like polished professional insight
100%.
on certain things. Like he has like the perfect mix of everything, and it shows. Like I mean, it speaks for itself. I felt a little bit under pressure, but I feel confident in those 3 for sure.
Hey man,
So
there you go. If we did a big 6, then we will, maybe for episode 2 in a year when we check in with you, we'll do a big 6. But for now, that works.
The Sinister 6 next time for sure.
Hey man, the Sinister 6 is crazy, bro. Yeah, but it's funny that you talk about Jake, the way he like edits his videos, because I love it. I'm jealous of Jake that he has so much patience, because see me, like I'm very, I kind of tell myself that it's a good thing that everyone has their own style, but my style just comes from the fact that you're right. Like I fucking hate editing. So like all my vlogs are like point and shoot. You know what I mean? Like
I would have never known that though. I feel like you actually have pretty good editing, especially with audio. Like with audio, your editing is pretty on point, dude.
Hey man, I'll take it. I do absolutely zero fucking work, but for audio, but I will take that and I'll pretend like, 6 hours of editing, but
blood and sweat, baby.
Hey man, there you go. That's also a bumper sticker. Blood and sweat, baby. That's crazy. But no, yeah, when it comes to the editing, that's why earlier when you mentioned like, oh yeah, you're editing, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're too humble, dude.
Yeah.
You're too humble.
Hey man, there you go. Let's do this. I want to talk about, obviously we talked a ton about social media and stuff like that. I want to talk a little bit about you making decks.
Oh, right. Wow.
Yeah. I want to talk about you making decks, because I'm telling you, man, like you've lived like 5 lives and you've been in the fingerboard community like a year and a half. So I'm like, let's talk about this, let's talk about that, let's talk about that. So the name, Cash.
Yep. Cache. Yep.
I was scared. Like I think it's like the whole caramel versus caramel.
Yeah.
Where it's like cash versus cachet. Mm-hmm. And so like I heard someone say like, oh yeah, he does cachet boards. I'm like, what the fuck is cachet? Like it's cash. And they're like, no, it has the E. I'm like, yeah, but that's not a thing. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that it's cash. Cash.
Yes, sir.
Walk me through the name.
So the definition of it is like a collection of similar things hidden away and inaccessible. And so I just thought that definition was fucking sick. I don't know. Maybe it's like kind of lame,
epic.
But and it does play into Utah a bit as well. So yeah, that's how the name, I think that was the hardest part for me. Like I have like, and the logo too, honestly, like I have like a really ghetto notebook sheet of just like the worst artistry you've ever seen to come up with the logo too. But I works, at least though. Like it. Yeah.
I like it's very floral.
Yeah. I love
the brand.
Yeah. Who would have thought, you know?
Shit. Flexing with the flowers, bro.
Yeah. I love floral, like any grandma floral pattern, or I've just had a fascination with floral ever since I can remember, dude. Toss that shit on a tie, you're fly, dude. Some little fucking floral socks. Start the morning off.
Ooh, yeah. Floral
dude,
socks.
You're getting me hot and bothered right now for sure.
Hey man, gotta save that for the paywall content. What did when you first started making boards, was that like right when you started fingerboarding, or
no? How
long have you actually been? I mean, because bro, you say it like you've only been fingerboarding a year and a half, so it's like, what, you've been making boards 5 minutes? You know what I mean? Like
it's been a couple. Like? It's been a couple months for sure. Like once I started, like I think when I started wanting to make decks myself, it's when I was like learning the details that we all learn eventually, is like the importance of wheelbase, the importance of how your kick is in comparison to your nose, how shapes affect things. And that's like one of my favorite things of unboxing. Like Lord knows how much I've spent on like fingerboard products in the scene and shit like that. But I just loved seeing and like analyzing the differences between all of them. And it made me want to like, I just was really inspired by all these like little works of art. And I was like, this would be so fucking fun to do on the side. Like, and it's never going to be like a company. Like it really is just like, I'm making these because I love making them. Yeah. And I only put them out in like batches of 3 or 4, you know, whenever I feel like it. Very similar to the channel kind of thing. But I just really respect deck makers and just anyone who makes anything, because there's way more to learn than you would think. It's very similar to content like we've been talking about, where people think it's easy until they try it themselves. Like put your money where your mouth is kind of shit. And it's definitely been a process for sure. For sure,
man. Yo, talking that fast in voiceovers is a skill. Maybe not. It's just
practiced up.
Practice up, bro.
Yeah.
It's not easy to sound like Mickey Mouse like that all the time. If you had to choose a lane, deck making or content making, which one are you sticking with?
I would stick with content making because I mean, there's plenty of deck makers out there.
Yeah.
I definitely try to add my own spin on it and make it at least something that feels like really handmade and unique.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so many deck makers out there. I started with content, and I don't consider myself like really a deck maker myself yet. It's just something I really enjoy doing. So it'll be there, but I enjoy content much more.
Hell yeah. Question from the internet real quick. When you're not watching Fingerboard content, what kind of content are you watching, and who are some of your favorite creators outside of the Fingerboard community?
That is a good ass question, dude. Oh man. I would go with, I love Brutal Moose. If you've never watched Brutal Moose, he makes the most random shit imagined. Like he makes videos like he goes to thrifting and buys VHS tapes and then like watches them and breaks it down and like shows like advertisements, and then he'll do like a gaming video one day, and then he'll like do food reviews the next day. Like he's like, it's just a fun, like feel good channel. I really like Brutal Moose. I like watching gaming content of all kinds. I watch a lot of video essays, lots of true crime. Like I have like a weird variety, honestly, like lots of true crime and like documentaries. I think out of anything, I really enjoy video essays and like documentaries.
Yeah. There's nothing like a good documentary, bro.
Mm-hmm. Beam Buddy is a huge one as well. Beam Buddy, if you like gaming video essays, Beam Buddy is like super slept on still, in my opinion. And his videos, probably, I'd say it's like a tie between him and Brutal Moose for my favorite YouTubers for sure.
Damn, bro. Sophisticated taste. I'm over here watching when I'm not doing Fingerboard. Yeah, when I'm not doing Fingerboard stuff, I'm watching like, believe it or not, bro, like I'm watching like Rami the Icon, like shoe videos.
Oh, are you no, like you do you collect shoes at all, or just like the rabbit hole?
I've been wearing the same style of shoes since I was fucking in like 10th grade. And
if it my ain't wife broke, don't fix it.
And I love it, bro. I love watching them. Or you know what? I think I talked about this in another pod. On TikTok, I'm so far down the rabbit hole on like flipping watches. Like,
dude,
you know what I mean?
My father-in-law is super into watches. That's so funny. He went down that same rabbit hole, dude.
Oh, dude, I love that stuff. On YouTube though, if I'm not like watching YouTube stuff or watching Fingerboard stuff, I'm watching Outdoor Boys.
Oh my gosh,
I've never been camping, but I can sit down and watch his channel like all day. Just play.
The epitome of a feel-good channel, dude.
Dude, I love
seriously.
Love it.
Wow.
Good choice. One of these days, I'm doing the damn homemade bread with butter and honey by the campfire.
You got to. It's iconic. And then, dude, you need to go down the tiny home rabbit hole. That's my version of the weird like shoes thing that you're not even into it, but tiny homes, that's my version of that. Trust me, dude.
Van life on TikTok, I'm all over it. And I'll never live in a van. But I just love like, they're like, all right, tune in next week, you know, and we're putting in the damn floor. And I'm like, God, man.
That's so funny, dude. I love that shit. I love that shit.
Dude, man, there you go.
Yeah.
Let's do this. I want to talk. So obviously we will get back to the decks. It may be, who knows, maybe a cash episode if it turns into something, you know what I mean?
Whoa. Yeah. Hey,
maybe. Hey, you never know.
Who knows?
People could be really into your decks.
Yeah. Pause.
Yeah. I was about to say, when I said it, I'm like, are we pausing that? I'm like, well, could have said people really be into your wood, but
even better.
Yeah. There you go. Talk to me a little bit about your local scene, because obviously with being in Utah, you have Skate Station, you have Dude Guy, Level Edges, God, I can't think of the wheels, Relic Wheels. Like you have all the homies.
We've got some fucking heavy hitters, dude. That's part of the imposter syndrome, honestly. I've never seen, like, we have shredders here that are doing shit that you've never even seen in videos. Like,
dude, it's
wild.
I forget his name. I forget his like actual name. Well, obviously Raiden.
Yeah.
But Fingerboard Baddie.
Oh yeah, X is crazy, dude.
Is that his real name? I mean, I don't want to name drop if he doesn't put it out there. But
like I always chat with him, but I have no idea, to be honest.
Okay. We'll just call him Jordan.
Yeah, everyon calls him X, but we'll call him Jordan.
We'll call him Jordan. Just call you Jordan.
Good old Jordan.
I'll be Jordan. Yeah, good old Jordan. Jordan FB. Yeah. But no, X is insane.
Disgusting, dude.
Insane.
He's the nicest guy too. Like he's so freaking humble. You would never know.
we played skate like before we even met. We were at the opening of skate station. We had to play skate together, and like honestly, like I was watching him all day, and I'm like, "There's no fucking way! Like, there's no way! Like
his fucking
suck.
shove variations, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god.
And so I just had to like poker face it. Like I just walk up to the table, just cool and calm. Like I got this. I was freaking out, bro. I was freaking out. But no, he's great. We hung out at Shreddermania when he came out. And Raiden too.
Oh my god, dude. Those guys are not human, man. It's really insane.
Not. And you know what it is like, and God, just glaze them for a whole like 2-3 minutes. But like their fingerboarding is like, it looks so good. Like, you know, there's people that are good, but like their fingerboarding looks ass.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I hate to be that guy, but
no, I get that.
You know what I mean?
Like
it looks cheeks. You know, some people look buns on a fingerboard, but
their steez is off the charts, dude.
It's nasty. It's absolutely nasty.
And they're consistent. That's what's fucking wild. Yeah. Like when you're at skate station, like I'm almost like kind of like a wallflower. I'm actually pretty quiet at events and stuff. Like if people talk to me, then obviously I can yap their ear off. But I just love watching people, dude. And that sounds freaking weird, but like I just love watching them fingerboard, dude. And they're hella consistent. Like it's nuts.
Oh yeah, I love that. Are we planning any? Well, not so much we, but are you planning any traveling this year for? Fingerboarding.
Dude, I wanted to go to
need you at Fingerboard Camp. Are you about to say you're not going to come?
Yeah, I was planning on it.
Wait, I'm going to clip that audio right there. I want to come. Boom, done.
There we go. Wow. Yeah. Beginning and end right there.
Paywall content. Like, you know how at the start of the episodes, I put like one little out of context clip. It's just going to start with,
I'm going to be so mad.
I want to come. Boom.
Dude, I'm expecting it or I'll be disappointed.
It'll happen.
But yeah, I wanted to go to FB.Con. That was like one of the other locals that I hang out with a lot, PGFB. Like him and I have been talking about it for like a while. Like it was a main goal. I was like, as soon as the tickets go on sale, we're doing it. But I have something for work. It's like a certification test that I have to do. And it's not got a solid date and it's mid to late April. So I just couldn't risk it, dude. I couldn't miss it. So
I feel that.
Yeah, but I do want to come to Shreddermania. Me and Ish were talking about that.
I was just about to say, hey man, what are we on? I think we're on 4 Shreddermanias now.
Yeah, congrats on that, dude. It always looks so fucking fun, and I appreciate y'all like vlogging it, dude. Like it really gives everyone like a taste of the event and stuff. And man. I mean, me and Ish are like over here, like let's fucking go. You know,
you gotta go, bro. It's gonna be Clay and I are we're trying to make it bigger, better this year. So.
And I'm very familiar with Orange County and like everything in the area because that's where my LDS mission was. So that was the stomping ground. So it's like a double whammy, you know?
God damn. So wait, not to get super into like your background like that, but you were like walking around with the white shirt. Like, do you have a moment to talk about?
Be nice to missionaries, man. They're actually fucking normal. Like most of the time. Like so if you see him, just say hi. They might try to talk your ear off about stuff you don't want to hear, but like they actually are people at the end of the day. That could be Lil Wayne or Mint FB walking down the street. They have hard lives, dude.
When you said that, I pictured Lil Wayne at my door.
Dude, the greatest rapper of all time.
Yeah, just trying to rap me. Yeah, just there you go. There you go. Yo, you being from Utah Idaho. Do you watch any Idaho TV?
Idaho? I'm not from Idaho. I don't know much about Idaho.
Utah. I know what I'm thinking. I know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no worries.
And I asked because Sister Wives?
Oh, is it like the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Dude,
do you watch that?
My wife watches it, and I believe it or not, dude. I'm confessing it right now. It's fucking entertaining. I don't care what anyone says. Dude.
I was talking to Clark about it, and the other Ethan, right?
Clark
Ethan
is so nice. Yeah,
dude,
Ethan.
Love fucking Clark. Well, I don't love never mind. Clark's nice. Clark's nice. Is what I meant
either way, it's whatever.
Either way, we dabble. But no, he's great. And it was funny because we talked about that, and I was like, bro, I have to like go see some of the spots they filmed. Never happened, but. You know what I mean?
Got to get a selfie with the spot, you know, the environment. It's crazy how much of that is like actually kind of accurate, believe it or not. Like you think reality TV is like really played up, and it is to a point, right? But a lot of it you definitely see up here for sure.
That's great. The lady dancing over her baby in the hospital, that'll never get old.
Oh my gosh. I can't
That'll
believe they
never
included
get.
that. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
bro.
That's
That is
so
crazy.
funny.
Let's do this while we start to wrap it up. Talk to me a little bit about your podcast, because obviously you're half a fucking you're half a podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're a pro
I'm
at
not
this.
whole right now. My missing half
Not
is
whole.
gone.
You're missing
Shout
your
out Hunk. Yeah,
Hey,
Hunk FB.
there you go.
Yeah.
Can we just say like that's like the best username for like
It's true.
when you know, I thought it was like gonna be like this bodybuilder guy, and you see him and you're just like, okay.
His New Year's resolution is to get fucking yoked in the gym. He didn't say yoked, but he's been going to the gym now, so who knows? He's gonna be a hunk squared pretty soon.
He's gonna be hunk FB.
Oh my god,
dude!
Prepare yourself.
There you go. Prepare yourself.
Yeah, split ply. I mean, I don't know. Like it was such a natural, like creative thing. Like I remember we were just chatting. I don't even remember necessarily how we started messaging each other, but I obviously loved his content and like really respected his editing from like a content creator's perspective. And so I remember I was just telling him, I was like, I love the Yap, dude. And I just love like Bigspin. I love all of these. I just feel like we need more like podcasts in the scene. The more the merrier, you know? Right. And he was just like, dude, I've been literally thinking about that for weeks. And I was like, hey man, I don't really want to do it alone. I don't want to yap to myself all day or whatever. Right. So I think like having a duo hosted podcast would be fucking sick. And it offers something at least kind of new or like something different. And so that we have like some sort of like niche, you know, because I want to respect all the previous podcasts and stuff. So we went with that, and it's just been so much fun, dude. And it's very easy with Hunk FB, like another very genuine dude in the scene. And I don't know. I feel like I agree with him on a lot of stuff. So it's like, but he's also very honest at the same time. So if we ever have like different viewpoints, it just feels super natural. It really does.
No. To be honest with you, it's like, I feel like when a lot of people get started, even me, like when I started the Bigspin, like I had the idea to start it a year before I posted the first episode, because I was like so in my head about it. You know what I mean? Like, cause it's not, I don't want to be that guy and be like, it's not easy, but like, it's not super easy to guide a conversation for an hour. You know what I mean? And so, but listening to your pod with Hunk, like you would just never know that, like if someone showed me the pod and was just like, you know, these guys have been doing it for a couple of years, it's like totally believable.
Wow.
You both seem so comfortable. Yeah. I was listening last night. I'll paint the picture for you. Totally naked in the shower, listening to the new style pod. You know what I mean?
I can't focus now, dude. Come on.
Yeah, now you can't. The fucking camera's fogging up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, honestly, you guys are great, and I love that you brought up the niche thing, because that with such a small niche of fingerboarding, and it's like it's important to kind of find the way you fit in. It's cool that you're kind of like aware of that and like you think about that, because I feel like with all the pods in the community, I don't feel like if you listen to an episode of Split Ply or Mike's Pod or
shout out Mike's Pod, it's good, man.
Oh, dude, it is the best. It is the best little 4-hour pod. But I feel like if you listen to any of those pods, like you're not gonna get the same content. Like you're not gonna it's not gonna feel the same. You know what I mean? So I love it.
Yeah, same. I really do. Like, man, I listen to almost every episode of every podcast, honestly, of all the Fingerboard podcasts, because I love that type of content. When I'm making decks is when I listen to them now. So it's just like a nice, I don't know, nice little dual activity.
Love it. In a year, where do you want your content to be?
I want it to be.
What's the goal for a year?
No number goals whatsoever. I would say I just want to add more variety to the content. Like if I have like an idea that's outside of the realm of what I'm already making, I want to be able to do that if I'm feeling it. But I just want to continue to treat it exactly how I've treated it, where I'm doing what I want when I want. I'm never feeling pressure about anything, and I really want to like do more vlog content as well. Specifically, especially like when I'm very lucky to have Skate Station so close, and I've done a Skate Station vlog before and stuff, but I want to kind of like spotlight them a little bit more, because they really do have like a very special thing going on over there too.
Love that spot. Love those dudes.
Yeah, I want to involve Skate Station way more in the content too. But other than that, just go with the flow, as lame of an answer as that is, but
Hey man, I like it. Laid back. Who has been your biggest supporter in your fingerboard journey, if you will?
dang, dude. I mean, Ish for sure. Ish has like right from the very get go, he was very nice, like helped me kind of ease into it, like gave me some pointers and stuff. And it's just fun reconnecting with someone from a decade ago over like a hobby that I didn't even know he did back in the day. So I love Ish. Chris, he goes by Ghost FB now. He used to be like in my same town. We seshed heavily. He made me a lot better of a fingerboarder too, because he's pretty nasty, and he's always just supported like 10 toes down all the time on all the content and stuff. So and Peach FB as well. Like I'd say those are like the three that I'm like the closest to in the fingerboarding scene, and they know Wayne and not Mint FB, So
I like that. Well, there you go. Any current sponsors?
I do. I guess I'm technically still sponsored by them. Ascetic is a deck maker. He sent me like a deck way back in the day. And I was just like really impressed with the quality of it. And he was selling them for $15. And I'm like a big believer in like having those affordable options, especially for people trying to test out new things.
100%.
And I was blown away with like how nice the lacquer was and stuff. And I did an unboxing like I always do and stuff. And then he reached out to me and he's like, dude, do you want to be sponsored by Ascetic? I was like, dude, I suck at fingerboarding, dog. Like, you don't want me on the team.
Have you seen the clips?
Yeah. How's your eyesight, dog? Like,
I was about to say.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, you don't want me on the team. He's like, no, I actually like want a team of like variety. Like I want people to feel included regardless. And so
that's sick.
I just really believed in his quality and the value and the vision. So, and he's a super genuine, nice guy. So shout out Ascetic for sure.
Love that. Any dream sponsors?
Not really. I've never like really thought about sponsors at all. Like I really am just like enjoying fingerboarding. And I feel like I have to tell people this a lot, because I'm sure you get this question way more than other people. Is like, how do I get sponsored? How do I get sponsored? Like we even did like a Split Ply podcast about this. And I'm like, that's the last thing you should be worried about, man. Like
people don't get it.
Yeah. I feel like it has to come naturally. I feel like sponsors know when to reach out to someone at this point. Like if you 100%. Fuck with their products, like dream sponsors is anyone's products that I fuck with, honestly. Yeah. Like if I'm repping it heavily, then that's what I'd like, So.
I love that. But yeah, when it comes to being sponsored, it's like, I tell people all the time, when you're ready, it'll happen. Like,
exactly.
And you know what? I'm going to say this, and this might be like a tough pill to swallow for some people, but you got to be self-aware. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
a talent.
Watch your clips, and then watch somebody's clips who's been fingerboarding for way longer than you and who is sponsored, and ask yourself, like, am I on this level? And not that you need to be like the craziest fucking best gnarliest fingerboard in the whole world to be sponsored, because a lot of people don't realize that, like, at least now, like sometimes that's not enough. There are people that have that do like the gnarliest, nastiest tricks.
Trickflation.
They have, hey man, trickflation. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's proof of it, because shout out to the guys doing like switch this and that into a grind, into another grind, into a switch out of that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like that's not where people are. That's not what's like holding people's interest, because like if you, one of the easiest, like most recognizable tricks ever on a skateboard and a fingerboard is a kickflip.
Yep.
So if you're average everyday person just scrolling on TikTok and they see you do a clean kickflip, that's going to give them the same dopamine hit as you doing your switch laser crook, switch laser out. Like, you know what I mean? To fingerboarders, that's a flex. To the greater population that's going to view that clip, it's just any other fucking trick on a fingerboard. Unfortunately.
It's true.
Yeah. So
yeah, you got to provide value in some way. Like that's 100%. My opinion. Like regardless of where that value comes from,
like build your social medias up, and I always tell you, you don't have to be like crazy vlogger and stuff like that. Like, but you want to have, like, people don't like talking about the business side of fingerboarding, but unfortunately that's what it is.
Yep.
Like if you want these companies to sponsor you and essentially give you free stuff, like they're not just going to give you free stuff to promote to nobody. That doesn't make sense. It's not sustainable. You know what I mean? So that's a little 2 cents there.
Hey, that Unk wisdom in live in the flesh right here.
Glazing me, bro. This is about to turn into a second podcast, man. Listen, if we hand you the aux cord right now at the sesh, what are you putting on? What song?
Ooh, fuck.
One song.
Damn. Oh, so like I would go with my favorite song. It's basic as fuck though. Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, man. Or maybe deep cut Kellen Quinn's cover of Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That kind of you brought up Kellen Quinn. Who's your favorite hardcore band?
I've really fallen out with that genre of music, but I was really
back in the day.
Kind of I mean, obviously Sleeping with Sirens, Pierce the Veil. I mean, everyone knows those guys. I really liked, I don't know. Yeah. I listened to a lot of both of them, but the acoustic Sleeping with Sirens album is just like,
it hits.
It hits beyond like, that's timeless. I'll listen to that all the time.
Yeah. It slaps cheeks. It's beautiful.
It really does.
What is your favorite Taylor Swift song?
Dude, my wife's going to kill me. I need a fuck. Let's see. Anything off of her, I would say Out of the Woods.
Ooh, okay.
Out of the Woods. I think that's what it's called, right? On the 1986 album. 89. That I bumped that. I won't even lie. This might be a little rebellious of a LDS missionary to do, but I bumped the shit out of that album. So
hey, man. Jesus forgives you, man. Low key. You know what I mean?
It's been said here.
Yeah, I was about to say. We'll have Jake talk with him next time.
Yeah.
He's in deep prayer. Just fucking get you a pass.
Thank God.
Yeah, literally. There you go. Literally. Hey, man.
Hey,
there
chemistry.
you go.
There you go.
So listen, here's how we're gonna end off the pod, okay? Fart and waste it or burp and taste it.
Fart and waste it, burp and taste it.
What do you
shit. You know what? We're gonna get crazy and wild. Burp and taste it.
Ooh.
Maybe it's something tasty, you know? Maybe something.
Hey, man.
Something you want to taste again. Who knows?
You just want to make sure you're not farting it and tasting it. Because
that's the key.
That's insane. That's insane. Let me ask you, Black River Dynamic.
Ooh, Dynamic.
Dynamic or Deli?
Shit. Fuck. Do I have to choose one?
100%. No, dude, there's no way you're getting out of this.
Fuck. Probably Dynamic.
Okay. Dynamic or Indies?
God damn. Probably Indies, I think.
You think?
I need more time. With the Indies, but okay. I think out of box, like base everything, Indies.
Okay. I can deal with that. All right, here we go. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Smash, Marry, Kill. Oof. Here, you ready for this? Oof. Smash, Marry, Kill Influencer Edition.
Oh, shit.
Jake PFB, Manny GFB.
Oh, my
TC
God.
Gene.
No.
And I want to know which order, too.
No. Oh, F you, Christopher, dude.
Nah, man.
Not FB.Christopher, F you, Christopher.
Yeah, F-U-K-A, man.
Yeah. Dang. Oh,
running out of bumper stickers.
It's TC Gene, Jake, and then who was
Manny?
Manny. Shit.
And not only do I want to know who you'd smash, marry, kill, but I want to know what order, bro. Like, we're just getting nasty with it.
Dude, I have to marry TC Gene, dude.
Oh, he's a sweetheart.
He's the reason that I even started a channel. Honestly, shout out TC Gene while we're on the subject. I loved his unboxings. But
there you go.
Marry TC Gene.
And for content, you just dig into his stash.
Yeah,
his Fingerboard stash.
Straight up. I mean? Hey, you're giving me content ideas. I love it. I love it.
Let's see. So let's do this. Who you killing? Who's next? Who's on the chopping block?
Shit. Oh, I know Manny more.
Okay.
I've never personally spoken with Jake or anything. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to kill Jake. Nothing personal, I swear to God. But yeah. And then I guess me and Manny are getting freaky, dude.
You would rather beat cheeks with someone you know than a stranger?
Hey, man, I'm not a one night stand kind of guy, I guess.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. I got to form some sort of. I still don't even know Manny that well either. I'm not going to act like that, but I've at least had discussions with him. So
Manny's cute. Cute. You know, not that I've looked, but I've looked. You know, but there you go.
Your secret's safe on this pod.
Hey, yeah, like it's not going to be just put it out on the internet. Listen, it's forever now. Shout out Manny. Shout out Jake. Shout out TC.
Yeah. Shout out everyone.
Listen, shout out you. Shout out your pod. Shout out the.
Wow. Thank you.
Dude, thank you so much. You've reached the end of your Bigspin podcast. It has been fun. It has been real. I'm stoked to see where you go as not just a creator, but as a fingerboarder. I genuinely appreciate you sticking around and making content and stuff like that. Like I love fingerboarding. I love the community. I want it to keep growing. And to be honest with you, creating content is the easiest way to ensure that happens.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on. Like it really is like a wild moment for me. I'm very humbled by it. Like I really do appreciate it. It's been fun. This was a blast.
Hey man, you're like a pro. You have your own podcast. Now I'm just waiting for you to return the favor and fucking invite me on your podcast.
Dude, hey, I'll say it right now, and I'm going to make an executive decision. Hunk will 100% agree. You will be on the pod 100%.
Just let me know.
I'm ready to turn this around on you and do some Marry, kill and all that.
Yeah, you're turning nothing around on me, okay? Not without payment first.
Nothing without consent. I promise that.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Behind a paywall, at least. We got to charge for it. Listen, Bigspin Podcast, thanks so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Where can people find you online?
At Mint FB on YouTube and Instagram. That's all I've got. And then at Cash Dex. But don't expect any drops or anything. Like I said, it really is just a passion project. So
love it. Love it. Thanks so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Bigspin Podcast. Go and support Mint FB. And yeah, thanks.
See Love y'all.